Why do you want to meet my man? They don't like you. They're not your friend. They're secretly probably trying to plot against you. And thinking, no, this is not good. This is looking like a little kid. He turned to me and he turned slow and he was like, lean on my shoulder. So I'm like, I might as well press the button myself. Am I in the middle? Oh, I love when it happens. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Talk to Me Tuesdays. Every Tuesday I will be posting about relationship advice, friendship advice, finances, and just all the trials of life basically. And giving my number one experiences of what I've been through and to help you see some red flags in life of what to look out for, what to not fall for. I've been through it. I'm of age enough to, give you some advice on what are red flags when it comes to boyfriends, when it comes to fiance, when it comes to marriage, so on and so forth. Keep my weekly vlogs that I post every Sunday. So our topic today is first sign of a new toxic friendship. Red flags when starting a new acquaintance, a new friendship, and just when to just say, okay, this is not starting out healthy already. Don't try to be friends with someone just because they're lonely. If you see a person hitting you up extra, or they're looking at your surrounding and who you're hanging out with, these are some red flags. Like, some of that just don't make sense. Make sure the friendship is authentic, that they're going to be, around you because they like you and not seeing who you're around, and that's why they want to be friends with you or not. Like, what are you doing? Are you guys, they're only looking for a turn up, or, you having a barbecue, okay, I'm gonna chill with you. Oh, you're out here, skiing this day, I'm gonna chill with you. Oh, you're out here, who knows what it may be, like, whenever you're being productive or just having fun with your family, or you're like, okay, this day is just for me and my boyfriend, like, I'm busy today, and they're just seeming very clingy. They're not understanding that you need your me time, like, or, I just want to, have a self-care Sunday, but, we can do that together. That would be nice. Maybe we can do it another day, but today I just want to just talk to God, deal with myself, and, straighten some things out. It's okay to have me time. And they're like, nah, I can come over, I can do this, do that. It's a problem because they're becoming very clingy. You have to watch out for those people, because it can be very dangerous. Like, it'll turn into hate. Like, okay, say you're hanging out with your other friends and that friend just want to have like a you and her time, or say it's a group of friends, but they're like, listen, we want to be able to tell our business freely because we know our business is going to stay right here, and we're not just open for new people today. Let's just have a regular friend day of just you and me, one-on-one friend time, going shopping and conversating and things like that. And you're bringing a new person along because you want her to be in a group, but if they're not comfortable with it and she's not understanding that, we already made these plans and we even got a table for four or whatever, I'll link up with you another day. She's mad about that, or she's mad about the one other friend that you hang out with. That's a problem, because that's a lot of jealousy, and you don't know what other jealousy that will arouse, that will grow. It's like a seed that you're watering. You don't know what other events could happen after that. Whether it's for a male or female. Like, okay, for instance, I dated someone, right? We wasn't even dating that long. Like, little story time. I dated this guy. It could happen for males or females, because I dated this man once. Let's call him Drew. Forget it. Let's not call him that because it's too close to his name. Let's call him Steven, right? Dang, did I date somebody named Steven?
Oh my
God! Okay, the guy that I dated, Steven, he's not, okay, let me, oh my God, this is not working out. Okay, let's name him Andrew. Okay. I got issues. Okay. Cut it. Okay, so, all seriousness. Okay, I dated this guy, Steven.
Oh my God!
One of those dudes, just picking it. I dated this guy, Andrew, and basically when dating him, he was just so clingy. Everything seemed nice. He seemed so mature, but he didn't talk much about himself. And from what he told me, he was like, yeah, I've dealt with people for a long time in the past. I've even dated people with kids, you know. Everything seemed nice. I said, I don't want a relationship. I just want to, it wasn't even dating. We were friends. And he just wanted to be my man so bad. I was like, I don't know you. You know, do not be quick to giving somebody a label. Like, rather it's a friend or, because I've dated guys that were too clingy. But I've also been friends with females that were too clingy. And it became jealous. It was a very jealous situation. They weren't happy for me secretively. It was just so toxic. And like, they would try to find any reason. I'm really a self-motivating person. Like, I get that alone from God. So I don't need it too much. But sometimes when you're feeling weak, you want to hear a friend lift you up. And if they're not there to do that, but you can speak life into their lives, that's a problem. That's a serious problem. So this guy, it was in a whole different situation. You know, he wanted to date me. I didn't want to date him. We were just friends or whatever. And I was like, wow, I'm starting to get to like him. You know, he seems very clean, like literally every single day. Whether he was working or not. He was hurt off work in the beginning to go back to work from whatever injury. It was like something little, like he had like 2 stitches or whatever. Because he cut himself or whatever. He began to show signs of like controlling and cleanliness, and I was like, this is not good because it's looking like a little, you know, like I could literally, like when you feel your gut telling you like run, you run, because it was to a point where he wasn't ever abusive. He was a complete,
sorry guys, I was contradicting myself.
He was completely like nice when it came to my feelings and not making me feel like he's moving too fast, you know what I mean?
I make it clear in this next clip.
But at the same time, certain things, like we're sitting on the subway and he's like, lean on my shoulder. Okay. I don't really feel like leaning on your shoulder, so I get up. He turned to me and he turned slow and he was like,
lean on my shoulder.
So I'm like, this is super weird, you know? And then he's like, thank you. And then he begins to talk about his conversation. I'm like, yo, my neck is hurting. This train's moving mad rough. I don't feel like laying on your shoulder. You know? I didn't say that, but I'm just like, brush him off the shoulder, you know?
Have you ever had a dream that,
you know?
that you had?
And then even another guy was trying not to laugh because when he looked at me to say, didn't I say leaving on my shoulder? What? You're too controlling. He's super clingy. Like, it was one day I had to talk about a friend, you know, because they was feeling very depressed. I was talking to them, you know, motivating them. And we're having a moment. I'm saying, like, this is not the time. Like, my friend is having a breakdown. I didn't even express that. I just said, you know, I'm doing something. It's a little important. Can I get back to you? Like, I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience, right? He was like, you know what? I'm really feeling you, but you said you would sleep over. I never said no such thing. And on purpose, like, I'm a lady, so I'm not going to be out with you till 10, 11, 12. I'm not doing that. And we was in the middle of a pandemic. What do I look like? You know what I mean? And we're in the middle of a situation where there's like lockdowns at a certain time, whatever. Why would I be with you all over town? First of all, I never said I was sleeping over. I said I'm uncomfortable with that. I didn't even want to go to your house. I had to go to your house to use the bathroom. Other than that, we was never really supposed to be in your home. So the second time around, we never really was in his house. We did a little shopping. Almost every day we did shopping. You know, I was shopping for my son anyway. By the way, I have a lovely boy named Anthony, the one you met earlier. So, like, just certain things about him. And then he was getting frustrated because he was like, I cannot hear you. You speak so soft. Scream at me if you have to. But, you know, if you notice that you can't be yourself around certain people because it's something about their personality and their demeanor that comes off very scary, you got to get away from them. I just said, you know what? He's going to be blocked. Before I can even be like, maybe this friendship isn't working out, I would like to go my separate ways. He blocked me because he was like, you probably with a man. You probably doing this because I wanted to be there for my friend. You know, I'm trying to be a good friend. I know other people than just you. Like, you don't just pop up out of nowhere and think that you could take over somebody's whole life and it's only you. You're very self-consumed. Like, you're very selfish. You know what I mean? So he just assumed because I didn't tell him the ins and outs of the situation. Like, my friend's having a meltdown. What do I look like sitting in front of you telling you her business when I'm sitting in front of my friend? And even then, I don't know you to be telling her business. And second of all, she trusts me with this information. Why would I tell you her business? Red flags. Gotta go. So he cut me off, so that was an easy breezy. You know, and I was just like, you know what? I wasn't answering back anymore anyway. I was just like, I'm just ghosting. And I didn't want him to know where I lived. And it was easy. It's not like he could pop up in my neighborhood because he doesn't know where I live. And I lied about the area. I literally met him on the other side of the city on purpose. I know it sounds like mad work, but you just can't trust people. And I've had stalking issues in the past, so that's why you gotta be real careful about who you invite into your life. Okay. Second bullet point. They want to sit there and listen to what you say about your issues, but they don't tell you basically nothing about them. That's a problem, because if they're supposed to be so friendly with you, like, if you don't talk your business, do you guys have conversation? You got to think about stuff like that. Number one, do you have conversation if you're not talking your business? Can you appropriately, hang out with them and not talk any gossip about someone you know or something personal to you? And are they like very secretive about everything that goes on in their lives? They don't like you. They're not your friend. They're secretly probably trying to plot against you. I don't know why people like that come along and waste your time to even call themselves your friend if they're not going to be okay with you not talking all your business, just for them to keep their lives secretive. And them being quiet about their own lives, that's okay. Because you're supposed to guard your heart. Like the Bible tells you, guard your heart. So I don't have a problem with that. But when you're really digging, so how many siblings you have? No problem to tell you that. Yeah, so how long you and your boyfriend together? Okay, I can tell you the time duration. Oh, maybe we should all hang out. Why do you want to meet my man? I don't even know you. I probably don't know your last name. I don't know the beginning or the end. I don't know how many siblings you got. I don't know none of that. But you want to keep digging. How much do you make? What's next? You going to ask me my social? I'm going to tell you about an argument I probably had. Oh, what's her life like? Oh, what did she say about this? How did she react to this? And then the next minute, if they meet that person, they blow up. Because there's a possibility that they're gathering evidence so that when you want to have a group outing, they're trying to get you in a position to talk crap. You releasing your friend's information just because you're mad at somebody, please try to be a good friend the way you would want good friends to be to you. Because if you talk gossip all the time, y'all can never all hang out and have a good time together. It would just be completely toxic. And the toxication is probably from you if you don't know that it's you. If you don't know who it is in the group, it's probably, this is a chance, this is not me bullying, this is a chance just to reflect and to get back to yourself and say, you know what, I need to be better. If I want better friends, I need to learn how to be a better friend. Make sure that their business stays theirs. Oh, they're just going through a hard time, pray for them. Something's moving iffy, pray for them. If you're bothered about something, cast your cares upon the Lord. That's what he's there for. Don't overwhelm your friends, you know what I mean? They'll get to know your business just to have an argument with you, throw it back in your face. And then people like that, you got to be careful of, because the whole time, once again, they're plotting, scheming, and they want your demise. They're not really happy for you. You just really got to look out for people like that. Watch out for people that basically talk everybody else's business. People that talk everybody else's business, number one, they're going to be talking about your business too. They telling you everybody in their circle, down to even a 4-year-old's business, down to a 80-whatever-year-old's business. They can't keep their mouth shut about nobody's situation. That person you can count on to be talking your business everywhere they go. They're going to gossip about you. They don't like you 9 times out of 10. You're the worst thing that happens in life, right? And then the next minute, they in your face saying, oh yeah, but I just keep your business private. It's not this person's business. But yet still they talking your business. just like they was talking everybody else's business. Watch out for people like that, because if you're a very secretive person too, and you're very private, I wouldn't say secretive, I would say private person, it will annoy you that everybody that you meet that's around them are judging you from the gate. They're judging you from the gate because that person was talking crap about you the entire time. They can't bring you around certain situations because certain places because you're being talked about like a dog in the street. Next bullet point, get away from people that mishandle people around them. If they treat their families bad, they treat their kids bad, cousins, whoever, their co-workers, they don't have respect for nobody, get away from that person and get away from them fast. Those are the type of people that will mistreat you. Those are the people that will basically bring conflict, like, or they're just mad about everything. Like, you ever had a friend, like, I noticed that a lot of women do this. Sometimes it's in the African American community, Hispanic community. Like, they'll sit up there and act like everything is a problem. I can't even say a nationality actually for this one, because I've seen it from all shades, like all nationalities. Like, you always got that one person in every nationality that you can relate to this. Like, they got an attitude about everything. I feel like I really do see it the most. I'm not going to say. Basically, in the post office, I see it in the post office, crazy. But basically, you got to watch out for people that you would like to be friends, that they seem cool one time, but majority of the time, you're like, oh yeah, and then this could happen. That could happen, yada, yada, yada. You know, they're like, did I ask? Oh, okay. You know, everything's a problem. Like, oh, wow, your skirt is cute. You got to watch out for people like that, because people like that, like, they're very problematic. It's bad energy. Get away from it. Like, God wouldn't want you to be around somebody that is going to cause you headaches, wondering what they're thinking when they're making these looks all the time. Do you actually hate me, or is that just your face? Like, what is wrong with your eye rolling? What is wrong? You said you like my shirt and then was like, you're hating on me. Why are you trying to be around me and be my friend? Is this just for your convenience? Are you lonely? Like, what is the problem? Like, you know, basically. Baby, you in my shot. Baby, get out of here. Okay. Thank you. All right. I love him. So anyway, watch out for them and how they verbally abuse other people. Like, if they're like, oh, you mad dumb. You dumb. You a... And then, especially for the ones that, like, try to say, you know, I'm still a child of God. I'm growing. I'm human. You know, God knows my heart. Run. Because when anything goes bad and you judge them for a second, just to not judge them, but to cause correction. Like, I don't think you should be that harsh on XYZ. You don't know why. It's because of the situation. You don't know what they're doing to me. They're making excuses and trying to see how they could do better and treat those around them better. You got to run from those people. Why do I have keys in my hands? Okay. I don't know why I had keys in my hands. Basically, you got to run from those people. Be of a healthy environment for people to be around, and you're just causing confrontation all the time. Like, basically, everything's a problem. They complain about everything. Get away from that person. That person is toxic. And just pray for them. That's the most thing you could do. They want to hang out. You know what? You said Thursday? You know what? I'm going to pray about it and get back to you. Dismiss them. You know what? I don't think this is good for me. You know, just distance yourself. You don't got to break it off all the time. Don't burn bridges. You know, leave on a good note, but get up out of there. Distance yourself. Because you don't know if that toxic behavior of how they're disrespecting this one, that one, they're going to do it to you. They're going to do it to me. You don't know if it could lead to a fight later on. Because, like, for women, for instance, that be like, hey, why would you call me out my name, number one? I find that super disrespectful. Some people, they're okay with it. But watch out for people like that. Because if they're saying it strong, like it's coming from the gut, from the depths of their soul, you got to watch out for that. Because the next minute, they're going to come for you. Like, you don't know if they might be cursing you out one time. And you like, well, they curse all the time. Oh, they human all the time. We know you're human. Nobody's perfect. We understand that. But if you're not making an effort to be better, I can't be around you because I need positivity around me. Think about your mental health and who you're surrounding yourself around. It's just not safe. Because you don't know the next minute y'all could be in a fight and then you're like, I saw this coming. It was a million red flags. Run. Watch out for that other people warn you about and be like, listen, I know this person. You know, every time somebody comes new in their life, they're like dismissive of you. Like they're quick to throwing you away. That's a problem. Because number one, you're never going to be good enough. They're never going to appreciate or value your friendship, or they're trying to act like everybody's better than you. They're not a friend. Last but not least, do not be friends with people that are constantly like, I'm so funny when it comes to money. I'm so funny when it comes to money, because money ruins a lot of things. Like, I could pray for you all day, all night. I'll be there on the prayer line. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not stingy with my money. I'm a very giving person. But I don't like when people try to use and abuse you and you give all you got. Like, you're a giver. You're a genuine good person. You got somebody coming along like, yo, you only known them like probably a day or two. Oh, can I borrow like $5, $20, $50? Oh, can you loan me $100? It will never stop. Do not fall for that. Please do not fall for this person. Number one, they're going to keep asking you for money. It will never end. Or y'all can never hang out. Like, number one, y'all can't hang out no time because they always broke. And they expect you to pay. Next minute, you're going to restaurants, right? And they're up with you. Like, I literally had a friend that was bold. It was like, at least like two guy friends that I had like that. And one female friend that was like that for years. You know what I mean? Like, they act like they want to order with you. Y'all go to order. They're like, no, I could wait. I'm still deciding. And then when you finally get up to order, oh, I think I know what I want now. They're trying to trick you into paying. Don't fall for that. You know what? I had a guy friend, like, he was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna give Stop playing. I was like, you know what, you can order. He was like, we can order them together? No, I always got it. You know? And then he's like, you don't want to order together? And they try to do it in a way like, once they know they can use you and that you're a giving person, bingo, they're never going to stop digging for more. They're going to want all your money. They're going to be docking what you spend because they want that money to go to them. Wow, I need this. Not, wow, I want this. Wow, I'm thinking about buying you this. Did you ever receive any of these gifts and you've given them 1,000,000 times over? Are they genuinely just broke? Listen, until you can get your finances together, we can't date. And for people that's just your friend, whether it's a guy friend or a female friend, I don't mean friend as in dating. I mean just strictly friends. Until you get your finances together, you can't necessarily say that. Just slowly back away from the friendship because you're being used. You know what I mean? Hi, baby. I love you too. You see, he's trying to cock block. Anyway, watch out for them because, like, this friend, like, they really was, like, persistent. She was like, yeah, let me get like, ordering everything on a menu, basically. And then you ordering the most expensive thing. You ain't asked me what I got in my pocket, but I was like, you know, I spend bread like this all the time. I got it. You know, but I was like, nah. This is a grown man. This is a grown woman. You know what I mean? Pay for yourself. Especially, like, they was older than me. You 37. You 35. Like, both of the people is that age. Whatever. So, anyway, like, you 37, you 35. So, you telling me you can't afford to get pay anything for yourself? Get up out of here. I know a lot of people generally, they go through, but if they always got their hands on, they can't offer you nothing ever because they never got it. I bet you if you leave their lives, they'll get their money together. And sometimes when you're around toxic people, God will stop your growth because when you're around people that brings blessings, like, listen, I love Jesus, I love God. Like, for all of you that, you know, your religion may be different or you don't believe in Christ, like, you can be like-minded when it comes to one thing. blessings, when you're around somebody that's blessed, it falls upon everybody that's around you. Blessings give off blessings. When somebody is cursed, it can also give off curses. Be careful. Be careful. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know if you being in that person's life is stopping their growth. Because it's something. Maybe they're not praying enough because... Maybe this is for another video. Cut that. Basically, I like to be around people that, you know, they know where they stand. Like, if you're going through, like, let's do a fast or let's do something to get you out of the situation. But they're sitting up there and they're going to order their food. And I was like, nah, you can go. I'm paying. We're paying separate. All of a sudden, they don't want to pay. Nah, like, I get it next time. I don't got it. I don't got it for me and you. See what their answer is. Then I guess you won't be eating because I'm not paying for you. You knew you was coming out with your friends today. Don't try to pin it on me again. I'm not going to keep paying for you. It's not happening. You don't even got to discuss all of that. You could literally just be like, yeah, sorry, I'm kind of short today. I only have it for me. I'm not even getting a full meal. You could order first. Let them order first and then do that. Oh, well, I just pay for the both of us. Oh, okay, no problem. I want to get, nah, money's tight. Then so just pay for you. I got me. Because I'm not doing it for you. And if they never offer and be like, oh, I don't got it right now. I guess we not eating because I don't feel comfortable eating and you're not eating nothing. Set the record straight. But every time they're not with you, they could go on outings. Watch out for these people that love to try to spend your money. Because they'll be out with their friends or whatever, living their best life. Meanwhile, every time they're with you, they broke. How is this adding? This is not adding up. How did you have money to hang out with X, Y, and Z and pay for yourself, but when you're with me, you're always broke? Something's not adding up. Goodbye. Like, you're not playing those games here. Like, that's where discernment comes in. You gotta have discernment to know who to trust and who not to trust. You know what I mean? I feel like when you pray, you ask God to like watch over your life. He will give you the discernment and he will put it in your heart. When your heart and your mind is aligned, you'll know who to add in your life and who not to. Just don't ignore those signs. Don't ignore it. It's like, it's not worth it. Don't forget, you guys, at the end of this video, don't forget to, like, I'm going to leave my little subscriber, click notification right here. Don't forget to watch the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell down below right here. And I'll see you next time. Like, bye. Wait, is it right here or is it right there? I think it's right there. Whatever. Don't mind me. Don't. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. I love you, my halos. I see you.